And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Snickers, 66.
The first carry for the rookie is Darius Geis, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and
there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. Snickers, you got to spin. Monday. Set. 180.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, this is Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Take both of them. Hurry up, let's go. These two.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
77.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Snickers.
On second down, Roethlisberger is brought in by Jamison Crowder. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Snickers, you got to spin.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Mike Daniels in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Double bump. Set. 230. Left. Check right 27. Check right 27. Double. Check. Snickers. 66.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
That's fine. Hurry up. Hey, 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Here we go. 58.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Hurry up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st.
That's fine, yeah.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Room to run past midfield. They will find Davis. That's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look at that!
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go. Back to north. Hey, slow down. Wide left.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. Third down here. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They start on the ground with Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Roethlisberger will throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Gotta go. 44.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Set! White 80. Black, what's that? White 27, White 27, White 27.
They go play action here on first down. And just shedding him off there. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black 80.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Eight.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Letting one go deep for and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hurry up. Jump out. Hey, 626.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It gets him over the middle of the column. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them. but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
$77.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. Judge Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yeah, Liz. Over here. Come out.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's fine. Yeah, hurry up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's got room to run past the 20. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, hurry up. Wide right. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Third quarter started with a run from Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up. Inside.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Rodgers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
So, hey,
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go, come on. Hey, 88. Here we go. 58. No.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. We are going.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Set. Black 20. 22, 44. See what you got. Solid, find out.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We got
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And taken right at the 35. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go. Takes both of them.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Four down. Check. 8. Check 24. Snickers, you got to spin. All right, let's go. Big. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run with Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Gotta go. Squirrel!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Back now at FedEx Field as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his targets count. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Kalen Ballage with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Come on. We are going. 26.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the drive begins with a run by Geitz. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now Balaj. And he'll wind up losing losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Spinning past him. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue 30. Double.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Snickers, you got to spin. AB.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
3 down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into